Hello, everybody, and welcome to Allegiant Stadium in Paradise, Nevada for today's matchup between the 0-1 Carolina Panthers and the 0-2 Las Vegas Raiders. Bryce Young, Gardner Minshew, the quarterback matchup for this afternoon in our first 4 o'clock game of the week. And here come the Carolina Panthers. Led by Bryce Young, had the Week 1 tie against the New Orleans Saints and a loss last week against the Chargers. And out comes Gardner Minshew, getting his first start of the season in week number 3 after an 0-2 start for Aiden O'Connell. Not his fault, but obviously something's got to change here in Vegas, and they feel the narrative is the scheme in which Aiden O'Connell is running, which is why the quarterback change is coming so early this season. Gardner Minshew, the Dirt Boy Anthem, taking the field, trying to lead his team to a victory here in week number 3. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. Most likely one of them will have it here in about an hour and 15 minutes. It looks like Carolina will start with the football, which means we get to see Bryce Young and Chuba Hubbard first. Putting the ball on the tee will be Daniel Carlson, longtime Las Vegas Raider, veteran kicker. And we are just about set for kickoff. Looking forward to this game. I think this will be a pretty competitive one. We've had a lot of good games all week long, and I think our trends should continue. Welcome, everybody. Joining me today, SM NFL roster guru, Exoff, King Chavayer, City of Sports Prod, Arturo, and everybody else joining me throughout. And here we go. Carlson steps up to kick it away, and we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Short kick returnable in the end zone for the Carolina Panthers up to the 20-yard line. That is where Bryce Young starts his first drive. All right, chat. Put in your predictions now. Who will score the first touchdown in this game? NFL roster guru thinks it'll be Xavier Legit. Or Legit? I really don't. I think it's Legit. I'm sticking with Legit. Finally, the Raiders game day tonight. Beat the Panthers. I'm home from work on time. Got a cart of cigarettes, an ounce of weed, a couple 40 tall kids. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but I'm just reading comments. YouTube, don't stone me. Don't stone the messenger. But Arturo ready for Raiders game day. Opening down from scrimmage here, the Panthers start with the football first, and Bryce Young will drop back from center. Step and throw left side, it is caught. Nice 3-yard crossing out there for the big tight end, Tommy Tremble. What up, Connor Brooks? Bryce Young rushing touchdown. You and Exoff both think that, okay. I think it will be Jacoby Myers. Tommy Tremble getting the game opened up with a gain of 3 on a crossing route. Bryce Young under center, checking it down the middle. It is caught by Deontay Johnson on a gain of 5. What up, BG Pro? What up? It's Darnold season. Just in time for the first play, yes, sir. Xavier Johnson, okay. Faith in the Panthers. What up, Scribble? Clay Thompson did go 0-10 in an elimination game. Very true. Raiders fans on their feet here in Vegas on 3rd and 2. Trying to rally their defense to get an opening drive, 3 and out, and that will not happen. Chuba Hubbard up the middle for 2. A lot of people expecting him to have a big game. What up, Brennan Marks? Welcome back. J.C. Horn first touchdown. I feel like you tried the same thing last week, and it didn't quite work out, but that's a bold take. He didn't let you down last week. Yeah, I had a feeling. Minute going by here at Allegiant Stadium. Panthers off to a good start, able to move the chains up to the 30. Bryce Young now extra protection. Crossbody down the field. Wide open is Tommy Tremble in Raider territory. Max Crosby was given chase, but Tommy Tremble with a gain of 37 on his second catch. You see Bryce Young, eyes in the back of his head, as do all Madden quarterbacks. Michael Gallup, good take. I like that. Carolina just 4 plays in, already into field goal range, looking for a touchdown to boost them to what could be their first win of the season. Chuba Hubbard up the middle, and a nice gain of 12. So the running game and the passing game clicking right now for Carolina. Raider defense looking to put their foot into the ground and stop it before it gets out of hand. Feels great to be on summer break. There you go. Bryce Young MVP season. I don't know about MVP. He'll improve, though, that's for sure. Carolina on the cusp of the red zone here at the Raider 21. Back-to-back first downs. Bryce Young now through the air. Stepping right, launching towards the end zone. Incomplete. Knocked away there out of the hands of Adam Thielen. And a good play made by Nate Hobbs. Xavier Legit or Chuba Hubbard touchdown today, and Chuba Hubbard touchdown today, okay. Just got to watch the Texans-Vikings highlights. That game was a banger, man. Absolute barn burner. Bryce Young throws the incompletion, looking for Adam Thielen. His second year here in Carolina. Run up the middle for Chuba Hubbard. Able to pick up a modest gain of 4 on his third rush. I don't know exactly what you picked. I sent Kurt Cobain and who else did I send it to? It's Darnold Season, their pickups today in the Discord. If you guys need them, let me know. I'll send you the rest of yours this week. Just at me in the chat. On a 3rd and 6, Raiders trying to get a stop once again at the 17, this time Young. Excellent protection, pocket collapsing though. He will step left away from pressure, but taken down by Nate Hobbs. So the Raider defense collects themselves after a couple of deep plays for the Panthers. They're good to go. Checking in for the wedding. Appreciate it, John Siller. Raiders drive comes to an end. Let's hear it, Scribble. Always down for a Scribble fun fact. Eddie Pinheiro looking to open up the scoring here in Vegas. A 31-yard attempt on the opening drive for Carolina is up, and it is good. There you have it. Panthers take an early 3-0 lead. 3 points better than 7. You are right about that, my friend. But we get to see the first of Gardner Minshew. Let's freaking go. Looking forward to that. Let's get Chuba going. He's got, I think, 3 carries, 19 yards. So 1.9 fantasy points for you. But obviously 1 possession gone by. Not a terrible start for Chuba Hubbard. It was always Zamir White. Zamir White heavily underrated. What up, the Krebs? Got the Panthers for this one? We'll have to see. Let me read the forms breakdown here as we get a kickoff. Set the other direction. And now the Raiders will take a return from their own end zone. Up the middle out to the 20 as well. And here comes Gardner Minshew. If anybody can represent America in a human embodiment, it's this man right here. Coming over from the Indianapolis Colts, almost leading into the playoffs last year. Came a game short. The breakdown today, though, is 27. Actually, hang on, that was not the right one. Yeah, it was 27 Raiders picks and 22 Panthers picks. Very close game today. What up? Yes, I agree. What up, Kurt Cobain? Welcome, everybody, tuning in after the opening drive. And here we go. Gardner Minshew ready to take his first step of the 2024 season. And a handoff up the middle to Zamir White with a gain of 3 up to the 24. Raiders-Vikings last year, 3-0. I actually watched a lot of that game. That was, I don't know why I did that to myself, actually. Looking back on it, there's a lot of things I could have done better with my time than to watch a 3-0 football game. But it happened, that's for sure. Opening gain of 3 for Zamir White, heavily underrated running back here in Vegas. As Minshew looking to throw his first pass, right side he goes. It is caught coming back for it. Looks like that is Michael Gallup, former Dallas Cowboy. Minshew, yeah, I put this in the Discord. Minshew is the higher overall. Somebody, the guy that made the rosters tweaked with him, and he boosted Gardner Minshew heavily. I also asked ChatGPT. It's a QB battle, but Minshew should get the start. Raiders now on 3rd and 6. Zamir White by himself in the backfield. Minshew dropping back from center. Good protection. He will step up in the pocket and take off himself down the middle for the Raider first down. Another fun fact, Baker Mayfield's 2 playoff wins are against Pennsylvania teams. That is true. Never thought about that before. But that is factual. A little bit lame, but trust me, if he starts to cook up, you won't complain. Midway through the opening quarter, Raiders have a move of the chains up to the 33. Minshew off the play action. Stepping left away from pressure. Will launch one left side to the sideline. Made. No, it's incomplete. Looks like that was Brock Bowers he was working on. But I don't think he got the feet down. That's what it was called. He's okay at best. Aiden's my guy, though. No questions asked. Yeah, fair enough. I just feel like bringing Minshew in should at least give some good competition. Gardner Minshew throws his first incompletion of week number 3. Back through the air, checking it down the middle. There is Brock Bowers. And it's a gain of just 3. So the rookie out of Georgia, best tight end prospect in a long, long time. I don't know about a long, long time. Maybe since Kyle Pitts. But he's not used good enough, so we'll see. Scribble's hungry, bro. Got to get some grub, bro. Couple backs in the backfield here on 3rd and 7. 4-man rush. Minshew down the middle is surgical, and he finds Jacoby Myers. That's a dime and a half. Gain of 23 into Panther territory. And a couple of third down conversions for Gardner Minshew. That was a dime, you know. Best pass of the day for either quarterback, that's for sure. Threading the needle downfield is Gardner Minshew. Now a run up the middle. And a gain of 7 for Zamir White. If he wins this game, then it's okay, but let's see how it goes. Fair enough. Spell a JC Horn pick. I don't know, man. Making noodles. W. Every year's an actual good 32 quarterbacks available, so even though Minshew was on the lower end, Raiders were smart picking him up. I agree. 70-yard gain for Zamir White on his second carry today. Raiders try to tire, take the lead. Little left side RPO out there to Adams, and he can only find a yard. Arturo always has the ways to celebrate. Making meatballs. Are you going to put grape jam on them? Am I a psychopath for putting grape jam on meatballs, chat? It's the best way to have them, in my opinion. Gotta be. Davante Adams by himself at the bottom of the screen here on a 3rd and 2. Raiders off the play action again. Minshew stepping right, throwing left down the field, wide open. Michael Mayer inside the red zone. What's up, Notion Ty? Welcome. That is now 3 third down conversions, 2 through the air and 1 on the ground for Gardner Minshew on the opening Raider drive. What up, Logan McDonald? Welcome, welcome. Now Vegas inside the red zone. They are looking for a touchdown, though. Not trying to settle for a tie here on the opening drive. Pressure up the middle, and Minshew is taken down by Josie Jewell. The former Denver Bronco spawns into the backfield, and a loss of 11 for Minshew. What up, Charles Thomas? Been traveling, man? Where have you been traveling to, my friend? Seems like a lot of my subscribers have been traveling recently. Bolt was overseas in Europe. I know John Zeller's at a wedding right now, so people got stuff going on, which is good to entertain in the summer. Loss of 11 on the sack. Now an I formation look here on 2nd and 21. Left side handoff is out there to Zamir White, running through his own offensive lineman, getting it his way, and he'll get 6 yards back. Both about to get fantasy blocked. Do I have Davante Adams today? Is that what you were? Yeah, you were probably talking about that. I forgot I had him. You are correct. Wow. Oklahoma, Vegas, Arkansas. Wow, you've been a busy man. Going all over the U.S. Once again, 3rd down. This time it is 3rd and 15. Panthers bringing pressure. Minshew going to launch to the end zone. It's knocked out of the hands of Jacoby Myers. That was a dime of a pass there from Gardner Minshew. But the pass is broken up in the end zone by Troy Hill, former Ram and Brown. And now it is 4th and 15. Daniel Carlson now trying to return the favor. This will be a 40-yard attempt also from the left hash. It is up, and it is good. So a pretty fast start to this one. 9 minutes gone by, and we are all squared away at 3 apiece. Both teams opening drives, stopping short inside the red zone. Panthers are 0-1-1. Yeah, that is correct. Tie in week 1 against the Saints, which should have been a win if they knew how to manage time in Madden. And week 2, 7-point loss to the LA Chargers. So they're also one of the best winless teams in football. At the end of week 3, I would have put a community post out there. You guys can vote on who the best undefeated team is and who the worst winless team is. Usually do that part way through the season. Well, the Panthers will get the ball back here. All tied up at 3 apiece now with a minute left in the opening quarter. Carolina starts drive number 2 at the 21. And out onto the field comes Bryce Young with a minute left exactly. Davante top 3 with a decent quarterback. Once upon a time. He definitely regrets signing with Vegas. I bet if he could go to the Jets, he'd do it in a heartbeat right now. But there's just so much talent over there at the moment. Final minute of action here in the opening quarter in Vegas. All tied up at 3 apiece after each team's opening drive. Right side pass is dangerous and incomplete. Bryce Young looking for the extended arms of Tommy Tremble. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10. I don't disagree with that, though. That is definitely something he probably regrets. He figured Derek Carr would be there for the long ride, but he kind of left them, unfortunately for him. Incomplete pass there from Bryce Young sets up a 2nd and 10. Right side handoff is out there at Chuba Hubbard with the marker down. He runs through tacklers and will tumble at the 27. But I think this one will be coming back, and it is. So the opening penalty of the game on Deontay Johnson, the former Pittsburgh Steeler, signed in the offseason for Carolina. That'll back him up 6 yards. Second and 16 now after the holding penalty. 52 ticks left in the opening quarter. Young down the middle, swatted away, and knocked down incomplete by Davin Diablo. Raider defense seems to have woken up here. 2021 was a good season for sure. That was a good season. I mean, I don't know. What do we have in 2021? That was the Bengals breakout year, right? I guess it was entertaining for a neutral fan, that's for sure. Third down and a mile here for the Carolina Panthers. 3rd and 16. Bryce Young looking for a miracle. Stepping up in the pocket. Rolling left, and he will take off looking for a block, but he doesn't find it. And a gain of just 4. So Carolina's second drive does not go according to how they wanted it to. And they will punt it away. What up, Mateo? Belgium won. They did indeed. They scored the third fastest goal, I should say, in Euros history, which is pretty chaotic. Johnny Hecker on for the punt. Raiders force a 3-and-out on the second Carolina drive, as this is an end-over-end punt. Will be returnable for Vegas, taken from inside the 40 and bounced behind, and that's an interesting animation. Up to the 43. What up, FR Martin? Yeah, Belgium was up, what, 2-0? Or they won 2-0, I think, right? Don't let this game distract you from the fact that LeBron scored 8 points in a finals game in 2011. Don't let that distract you from the fact that LeBron also led all players in points, assists, rebounds, blocks, and steals in the 2016 NBA Finals. 1 receiver left and 3 to the right side of Gardner Minshew on what should be our final play of the opening quarter. Deep left side passes out there and incomplete, but a penalty marker down in the vicinity of Adams, and I think we might have some interference, and we do. Oh, it's offensive. No way. Wow. The fans here are furious. Cannot believe that's offensive pass interference. I'm all good, Arthur. I appreciate it, man. Mateo's got a fun fact about it. Is that legal over there in Europe? I have to know. I'm actually curious. Wow. Fans here at Allegiant Stadium furious that was offensive pass interference as Minshew was taken down with a 5-yard sack. It is all falling downhill pretty quick here for Vegas. That is brutal. Wow. Opening up the second quarter now. 2nd and 25, and Minshew launching right side out there. Nice catch made. Getting halfway back there up to the 41. I definitely do not know. I'm a goody two-shoes, and I just turned 18. So I haven't really had any real-world experience, if you will, in that regard. Nice pass there from Minshew, able to get some of the penalty and sack yardage back now. 3rd and 12. 5-man rush coming. Minshew deep left side pass. Down there is Adams, but it's knocked down incomplete. Wonderful defensive pursuit there. And a pass breakup that will result in a Raider punt. First offensive PI in Madden history. That's why I was kind of shocked. I was like, what in the world? But A.J. Cole is on for the punt now on 4th and 12. Both teams punting on their second drive. And Carolina will have a chance to return from the 14. And there is going to be hardly any return yardage on this one. 0 to be exact. Alcohol's more toxic for you than weed. That's true. Because I'm a Bears fan, was glad Panthers bombed last year. But now wasn't. Or hang on. Now want them to do really well. I agree. I like that. About to be 30. I got you. I hear you. Yep. That's why I'm doing this on YouTube, and I'm not in a booth yet. But don't forget the name in 4 or 5 years, all right? Panthers back on the field now. Still tied at 3 apiece. Little RPO left side out there to Adam Thielen. His first reception of week number 3 is good enough for a gain of 5. What is ever been a good deep ball? The only time a receiver catch the deep ball is the 50-50. It's true. What up, Santori? Yeah, I missed the Madden 23 opening night Commanders-Bears game. Really introduced us what good football looks like. Young now with a bunch formation to his right. We'll have an inside handoff to Chuba Hubbard on a gain of 3 yards, and that'll set up 3rd down once again for Carolina. Low scoring affair so far. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this is just the 3rd Panther drive today. Haven't had too much football in this one. Each team has scored a field goal and punted. Nothing crazy yet. Raiders looking for back-to-back 3-and-outs on 3rd and 2. Inside handoff to Chuba Hubbard will push those dreams aside, and he's still going up to the 33. And it's starting to get a little bit hazy inside of Allegiant Stadium. Arturo's lighting up inside of one of the newer stadiums in the NFL. I'd rather watch the 40-0 game 5 times than rather than watching the Eagles win. Nice. And a handoff up the middle again to Chuba Hubbard. Gain of 3 this time on carry number 6. Must be the OG here. Are you, Charles Thomas? Can we get an age check? I think John Zeller takes the cake right now for the oldest. Kurt Cobang's up there too. We got some comp though. Young now out of the empty on 2nd and 7. Delayed pressure coming here from Vegas. Right side passes out there complete through the contact. Catch made by Deontay Johnson. A little hazy. A little bit. Now, Brendan Marks is an Eagles hater. Through and through. Got the fire alarm going off, for real. Chuba Hubbard in the backfield this time, looking for his 7th carry. And he will not get it. Bootleg left and a check down pass to Tommy Tremble. Up the field he goes, taking down a gain of 9 yards. Back in to Raider territory. 1959, no way, bro. I need a date right now. There is no way. I don't know how I'm going to ask for proof of that, but I need to know. Gain of 9 on the check down there to Tommy Tremble. Panthers offense starting to find some rhythm. Inside handoff to Chuba Hubbard. Taken down inside the 40. Rather watch the Saints go 0-17 than the Falcons win the Super Bowl. There you go. Christmas Eve, 59. Wow. And of a Rustiger, you're a Patriots fan? Nice. Don't think we have one of those, actually. Believe it or not, we might have one. 5 wide for Carolina once again. See if the Raiders will rush anymore. They will not. Check down the middle, and it's going to Tommy Tremble. Good enough for a gain of 10. Much rather my own team's success than a rival's downfall. I thought about that too, but listen. To watch the Steelers go 0-17, it would really bring some joy to the heart. It would. Midway through the second quarter, Carolina looking for the game's opening touchdown there. On the move here, Xavier Legion, his first catch today, good enough to pick up 11. And Bryce Young starting to dial it up. Yes, I agree as a Dolphins fan. My favorite team, I'm a Browns fan through and through. 21st offensive play of the afternoon for Carolina. After 3 drives, a pitch right side, and Max Crosby with a TFL, a loss of 6 for Chuba Hubbard. And the first time calling his name on an actual tackle, I should say, called his name on a pressure earlier. I'd want Jets Bills to do good, for example, because they're good rivals for us. Fair enough. Max Crosby after the tackle for loss of 6, ready to rush the quarterback here. Young will check it down left side, got a good block, did Xavier Legion. And a nice gain of 9. I mean, I don't know, man. As much as I'd love for my division to be competitive, the Browns really went 11-6 last year and were 2 games behind first place in the division. And barely got second, sorry. That felt bad. Raider defense looking for another red zone stop on 3rd and 7. Young down the middle low and incomplete. Nice pass break up from Davine Diablo, Adam Thielen. The intended receiver once again. And another drive will stall short. Steubenville, Ohio. Seen a lot of Steelers fans out there? Yeah, that doesn't shock me. There's probably more Steelers fans than Bengals fans in Ohio, to be honest. Eddie Pinheiro on the field once again, this time 33 yards out. As the Panthers drive stall short, it is up and it is good. Yeah, most of Southeast Ohio is closer, obviously, to Pittsburgh than to Cleveland. Actually, fun fact, almost every NFL team, when they go to an opposing stadium, they'll fly from, I guess, their city to the city that they're going to play in. But Cleveland to Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh to Cleveland, oftentimes they just take a bus. It's really not that far away. which is convenient. Which I thought was pretty cool. Realistic Panthers game? Yeah, for the most part. Pinheiro is on for the kickoff. Vegas trying to take the lead or tie on their third drive. Return taken from the goal line up to the 19. And out on the field comes Gardner Minshew. 30-minute drive to Pittsburgh, yeah. That makes sense. Trying to think, probably, man, how long ago was that? 6, 7 years ago? I had a soccer tournament in Marietta, which was a drive away. Like, one exit down the road was Pennsylvania. So that doesn't shock me. Not to mention, some of my best friends are Steeler fans, so I'm used to it. Minshew now with 3:45 left in the opening half. Looking at tie or take the lead before the break. Stepping into a pass left side. There is the rookie Brock Bowers up the sideline. And a nice gain of 14. His longest of the season. Couldn't care less if the Panthers win a Super Bowl. I'd be a little annoyed, but if the Bucs won one, I'd never want to see the Falcons win one. Everyone has that one division rival. I'd rather see the Ravens win it than the Bengals and Steelers, to be honest. Minshew now moving back up to the line of scrimmage. 14-yard gain is the longest all season for Brock Bowers, and that one not going the right way for Zamir White. Loss of a yard. Drake May might be a third string? No. Behind who? Behind... I just don't see it happening. Why can't I remember? Bailey Zappi, is he still with the Patriots? Run-heavy formation left on 2nd and 11. With a time taken under 3 minutes left, Minshew will drop back and throw right side down the field. Incomplete, dangerous pass there in the vicinity of J.C. Horn. Almost had it. Going the other direction. Rather the Browns than the Ravens, fair enough. I don't need the rich to get richer, but I also don't want the Bengals to one-up us. If you get what I'm saying here. Same formation on third down this time. At the 33, Minshew looking to throw once again. With Clowney giving chase, he will throw it away. Not the best drive for Vegas. And they'll punt it away. Vegas are going to win back-to-back titles coming soon. Celtics are done. We're the only team that can match them and knock them off. Historically true. A.J. Cole is on for the punt once again. The Raiders' drive comes to a close before they can get any points on the board. This will be a really good punt. Fair caught at the 20. Call it the 21 for Carolina. Don't the Browns have 8 rings? I mean, yeah, technically. Jacoby's their best bet. Oh, yeah, Jacoby Brissett. Forgot about him. Absolute GOAT, you know. Wish we could have him back in Cleveland for a little. If we had him last year, we actually could have made a pretty... I don't know. Joe Flacco did play really good. Bryce Young of the Panthers looking to add to their lead before halftime in the 2-minute drill. Young's right side passes out there, a cut. Deontay Johnson down the right sideline. One man to beat and a touchdown-saving tackle made inside the 30 by Trayvon Moehrig. Longest play from scrimmage today for either team. And Carolina will take us to the 2-minute warning deep into Raider territory. That was just a missed pursuit right there from Jack Jones, and that'll end up being a massive gain for Carolina. AOC would not have played very well, I'm sorry. After the 2-minute warning, what do the Panthers have dialed up here? 5-man rush coming from Vegas. Right side passes out there and incomplete. Poor Adam Thielen, 4 targets, just 1 catch. Hardest quarterback to hate? One of, that's for sure. Trying to think of other quarterbacks you can't really hate. C.J. Stroud, even if I did get blown out by him in the playoffs. Kirk Cousins, too. Adam Thielen, just 1 catches on 4 targets. Left side pass to him. Here's number 2. And a gain of 9 yards will make it 3rd and 1. Yes, I agree. Does not like Aiden O'Connell? Dang. Oh, when he was at Purdue? I got you. Well, it's not his fault. Yeah, not his fault, but whenever I see him, I think of that game and that call. PTSD from a guy, I understand it. Minute 15 left now in the opening half. Carolina taking the clock with them on a 5-man delayed rush. Right side passes out there. First down, Chuba Hubbard. Upset the Celtics go to title, but hey, last time they won, we won back-to-back. That's true. Historically speaking, you guys are due. I understand that thought process, and Carolina will burn a timeout with 57 seconds left. Well, if you guys are enjoying this game so far, even though it's been pretty meh, drop a like. We got 21 people in the chat. Let's try to get the likes up to 7 before halftime. Bring some new fans and friends in here. Get a couple more Panther fans and Raider fans. What up, Brandon Spearman? Panthers trying to cash it in for 6 here back in the red zone for the 3rd time today. Young with under a minute left in regulation. All the time in the world, stepping to his right, evading pressure, and he will take off down the right sideline, setting up a 2nd and inches at the 6. Raiders have got to put a QB spy out there. Bucks and Panthers #1 rivals, though? Are they? I always thought it would be... Oh, wait, yeah. Bucks, Panthers. That does make sense, yeah. Because then Falcons, Saints. I got you. Falcons, Bucks, and then Panthers. Cute Loon almost finished with cigarettes. Not even halftime yet. Dang, bro. You got to save them. Panthers down to their final timeout now on a 2nd and inches at the 6. Young. Launch into the end zone. Passes dropped out of the hands of Chuba Hubbard. Sean Zeller will come back and not be happy about that one. Could have been some fantasy points for the young man. Celtics only won a Mickey Mouse championship because most starters were injured. True. Cavs had it 1-1 coming back to Cleveland, and then Donovan Mitchell got hurt, unfortunately. Massive play here before halftime, 3rd and inches. 4-man rush, and Young will step to his right, throwing at the last moment. It is caught for the touchdown, but was Bryce Young in front of the line of scrimmage? I think that's what the officials have thrown the flag for. And we'll have to see. And no, it's on Tommy Tremble. So Tremble ran out of bounds and came back to catch it, which is why the hat of one of the officials came off. What up, diehard Fins fan? Family drama, hope it's all right, my friend. That's a pretty big, significant penalty. That's pretty massive. Browns Steelers is pretty good, but yeah, the whole AFC North is just a rivalry fest. That's true. Wow. Carolina that close to a touchdown, but Eddie Pinheiro on 4th and inches from 23 yards out will kick it through for 3. Should have been Cavs, Sixers, or Knicks. Or Cavs versus Sixers or Knicks, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I'm all Cleveland sports. I'm cool with that. As weird as it sounds, I'm not a huge Cavaliers fan. Like, I can't watch regular season basketball. The only time I watch regular season baseball is when I'm in person, usually. Like, I'm always here for the playoff rides, don't get me wrong, but I'm more of a LeBron fan than I am, like, a Cavs fan. I'll be honest. Like, the legacy of LeBron has already been written to the stars. Like, you can argue whatever you want. That's just the way it is. 33 seconds left, though. Gardner Minshew might have some time for a drive before the break. Kickoff is away here. Laube will take this from his own end zone. Looking for a kickoff return touchdown, and that is the opposite, only up to the 17. Eddie's got some fantasy points right now, that's for sure. Trying to think, though. Nothing on our special teams player of the week, though. Will Lutz, 4 for 4 on field goals, including the game winner over the Buccaneers a couple of days ago. The fanboy, listen, bro. LeBron's my GOAT. I'll let that be known. 30 seconds left, and the Raiders looking for at least a field goal before halftime. They do get the ball to begin half number 2. Screen passes out there for Vegas up the sideline, and a nice gain of 9. But it doesn't look like they are interested in continuing this half, which will take us to the break. Diehard Fins fan took Carolina. Looks like a good pick so far. Will Lutz is a Denver Bronco. Raiders going to line up for one more play before halftime. And a handoff up the middle to Zamir White will move the chains, and that'll take us to the break. Carolina 9, Vegas 3. All right, then. No touchdowns in the opening half. Did anybody see that one coming? Kobe's here go, MJ second, Magic third, then Braun. Wow. Interesting. Let me just pull up the MJ agenda real quick. Some guy, so his 1988 Defensive Player of the Year season, some guy got a hold of the film of a 6-game home stretch, because there was something, the scorekeepers, right, when you're on the road and when you're home, at home he would average like 50% better stats, and everyone's like, I wonder why that is. Maybe he just plays better at home. Some guy watched every minute of 6 consecutive games and recorded that he had 12 steals. The scorekeeper in Chicago, recorded 28 over that 6-game stretch. Inflation in the NBA. Beginning half number 2, Vegas will start with a football, looking for the game's opening touchdown, starting this drive at the 20. Also, by the way, Michael Jordan had more steals in one of those games than the other team had turnovers. If you don't believe me, it's a real thing. That actually did happen. Listen, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, I grew up in the late Kobe era. Obviously missed MJ and didn't get to see Magic, but it is what it is. First play from scrimmage here in half number 2. Gardner Minshew looking to lead a comeback down the middle. Good start. Pass caught by Adams. Nice gain of 7 on the check down. Hot take for me to say Jerry Rice is the best football player in history. What do you guys think? That is a pretty hot take, but I respect it. Most people only think about quarterbacks when they think of greatest of all time. But Jerry Rice really dominated his position more than anybody. Randy Moss is the only close second. 7-yard gain for Devontae Adams. Just a couple of catches for him so far today. Minshew off the play action. Deep left side pass. Wide open out there in space. Brock Bowers, the rookie, inside the Panther 30. Some broken coverage down the field. And the Panthers will pay the price. JT is a wannabe, yeah, he's a wannabe whatever, but you know what? If he solidifies his own legacy, he might have his own catchphrase one day. We'll see. Excellent start to this drive for Vegas. Looking to keep it up here. Pressure up the middle, left side pass down the field, almost intercepted twice. Troy Hill had his palms on it, as did Xavier Woods. Should have been a pick. Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, fair enough. I feel like if Jim Brown actually got a contract extension, he'd be the greatest running back of all time, but he's still up there. The late Jim Brown. Minshew almost through the game's opening turnover. Would have been a crucial one here. On an RPO right side, Adams looking for a block, and he will lose a yard on the play. AOC would never. I mean, listen, AOC had a pretty bad interception in week 1. I know you weren't there for it, but he had a pretty good week 2, not the best week 1, that's for sure. I think they lost in spite of in week 1. That's just the way I feel. 3rd and 11 after the botched RPO. Screen passes out there to Lave, looking for some blocking, and he wasn't patient enough. Only a gain of 4. And the Raiders will kick the game's 5th field goal. Bro want to beat Kobe and Kevin Garnett. But that tough pick of him to Son, one of the best in NBA history. Daniel Carlson now on for the game's 5th field goal attempt. Still no touchdowns. Once again from 40 yards out, it is up and it is good. Arturo's about to take matters into his own hands. Get the pads, get the helmet. Get that man a football. Get that man a football. We want AOC. You'll probably end up getting him next week if Minshew keeps playing like this. I can promise you that. But I truly don't know. Like, if you look it up right now, who is the Raiders starting quarterback in 2024? There's just no clear-cut favorite. There's not a Sam Darnold, J.J. McCarthy situation where it's like 90-10. It's like 50-50. It's legitimately a competitive room right now for the Week 1 starter. Top 3 receivers, Rice, Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss. I think it's Rice, Moss, and then Johnson, but I agree with that. I like those 3. Carolina back in possession of the football. Their lead is trimmed just to a field goal and a poor return up to the 20. Panthers defense, one of the best in the simulation season. I guess you're not wrong in that capacity. Gave up, 17 points, 24 points, and only 6 so far halfway through this game. More than halfway, I should say. They have been pretty solid. I think Tennessee's defense takes the cake, though. 21 points, 6 points, and 16 points? Not quite the best. Panthers back in possession, looking to add to their lead after it's cut back down to 3. Bryce Young, left side passes on the sideline, caught first down by the rookie, Xavier Legion. Don't get me wrong, how much I'd bet on that? Oh, listen, I know you'd bet on that. Cliff Branch, best Raiders receiver. I've heard of that name before. Low score game is why we need 39-minute quarters. Brendan Mark's about to bribe me again. Panthers able to convert the first down there to Xavier Legion. Pin pull right side going to Chuba Hubbard. Cutting up the middle, staying on his feet. There goes Hubbard. His best carry today, a gain of 17. on carry number 9. Well, I brought had the sporting cast that Coach MJ had. He would have more than 6 rings. True. That's why the Celtics are 43-1 when they go up 2-0 in a series. Their only losses to LeBron. One of those wins is against Jordan, Pippen, and yeah. 3 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Panthers trying to keep their foot on the gas. Right side pass out of the flat. Going to Chuba Hubbard up the sideline, able to reach forward and gain 10. What up, Exis Sam? Panthers must win. Is it Leggett? Listen, I've seen so many different pronunciations, enunciations, whatever the word is for that. Leggett, Legit, I really don't know. We'll see. Carolina back in the I formation. Stick it at Chuba Hubbard. Bouncing it right side, cannot get away from the tackle box. I did see that on an Instagram post, I'll be honest. Jonathan Bingo didn't have a single touchdown last year, really. I mean, I'm not shocked by that necessarily, but it's interesting. Leggett, that's what was called for the NFL draft. Gotcha. Now 4 minutes gone by. Panthers staying on the field. Trying to get their offense to continue. Left side passes out there and caught by Ian Thomas. Through the hard hit of Max Crosby. Bryce Young able to deliver a check down completion. All right, well, Leggett it is. Let's see if Carolina feels like they're in range to kick a field goal. If they can't convert, Raider defense trying to make a stop once again. Bryce Young going to make an adjustment left and right. And he will take a snap. Pocket collapsing. He will step up, and he's got Greengrass to run inside the 25, down at the 21. A nice heads-up play there. With the middle of the pocket parting like the Red Sea. Max Crosby almost had the sack. But Naveen Diablo got drawn outside a little bit too much. And that'll cost them 16 yards. Definitely a good play from Bryce. Carolina continues to be in control on the offensive end. And an inside handoff to Hubbard, and he is taken down quickly by Robert Spillane alongside Pittsburgh Steeler with a gain of a yard. When will we see our first touchdown? That is the question we've been waiting for. Right now, our can't miss play of the game. I don't even know what it's going to be. What up, Border Worlds? Welcome. Carolina in the red zone for the 4th time today. Is the 4th time the charm for Bryce Young. Right side passes low and out there. It'll be first and goal to Adam Thielen. Best center in NBA history? Why does nobody talk about Tim Duncan anymore? I mean, it's probably Shaq. But Tim Duncan's athleticism, we can't forget about it. Panthers try to put their foot on the throat of the Raider defense once and for all. With a bootleg left, Young. Firing left side, it is caught, and a nice block up the middle and near the end zone, and it's going to be good enough for the touchdown, actually breaking the play, and Jatavion Sanders. What just happened? That did not look like that was going to be a score, but it'll work. Everybody had this on their first touchdown pick. Jatavion Sanders, his first catch of the season, into the end zone. Did not think he got... Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is the review we've been looking for. Officials want to make sure he did break the plane. It looked pretty close live. We'll see if his leg or his forearm was down. Kind of hard to tell. He was going into the end zone backwards. But it does look like the forearm was down before the football broke the plane. We'll see what the officials think. And they will bring it back. So once again, and here's the call on the field. So it's going to get reversed, and again, Carolina gets into the end zone, or so they thought, and it's called back. Second time today they've scored, and the points have been taken off the board. Poverty Fantasy Day, indeed. Yeah. Wipe off the Panther touchdown, and once again, they are fighting for their lives in the red zone with a handoff up the middle to Chuba Hubbard for the touchdown. He will dive for 6. Darn it. Man, I really wish that touchdown stood now. John Zelli gets fantasy points there for Chuba Hubbard. Unfortunate. But Carolina finally with the first touchdown. Took almost 2.5 quarters for the game's opening touchdown, but Chuba Hubbard up the middle ensures it. Denver Nuggets should have one back-to-back, not the Celtics. Wolves got smacked and... Sorry, hang on. Wolves got lucky and smacked against Dallas. Yeah, they did. They They smacked Dallas and then just fell apart or smacked Denver and fell apart against Dallas, I should say. But Carolina, poised for their first win of the year, but obviously a 10-point lead, nowhere near safe. Faribault, you picking Adams? It was, wasn't it? To be fair, that was when I thought AOC was starting. And then I loaded up the rosters today. I looked at him, and the guy that makes it, Green Machine Sam, nerfed AOC and buffed Gardner Minshew. I'm like, you know what? I think it's time. Largest deficit of the day faced by the Raiders, and they will start this drive at the 25. What is the missed field goal in the simulation? That's pretty rare this season. I'll give you that much. Panthers versus refs? I don't think so. If you saw earlier the OPI call on Adams, that was a pretty bad call. Refs have been bad all day. Not very good at all. Carolina out-yarding and outscoring the LA Raiders so far today. Minshew off the play action right side, checking it down to Zamir White. But these little checkdowns not fooling Carolina. A team that loves their zone flats, and they're showing it here. Shaq Thompson on the tackle. Celtics will not go back-to-back now. The East will get a lot more healthy. I'm pretty confident in that. We'll see, though. Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers moving from right to left here. On 2nd down and 8, see who Gardner Minshew picks out. On a blitz up the middle, he is taken down by Jadeveon Clowney. Carolina's starting to take over. Now, I use Green Machine Sam's, but I might have to change it. I'm not going to lie. You got to, NFL roster guru, remind me what yours is called again. I, low-key, did not write it down or remember. Brutal, though. Raiders fans have fallen under a hush here at Allegiant Stadium, looking for a massive 3rd and 16 conversion. And Minshew unleashing one deep down the left side. Adams is out there, but the pass is intercepted into double coverage. A little bit of an arm punt to Jackson. Well, the good old-fashioned Josh Allen, you know. That'll have to work. No harm in throwing that one up and hoping wide receiver 1 can come down with it. But Dane Jackson with the INT on the Josh Allen type of arm punt. I mean, terrible throw, but that's a respectable play in that circumstance. What you guys know about the arm punt? You guys have never heard of the arm punt before? Really? Is that really just I mean, Josh Allen does it all the time on 3rd and deep. There you go. Game's opening turnover comes with 2:04 left in the 3rd. Carolina takes over at the 29, just a gain of 1 for Chuba Hubbard. Madden 2025 roster update on PS5 by Peace Control Ghosty. Gotcha. All right, I'll definitely take a look after this. Sounds like you have got the rosters a lot better than Green Machine Sam, at least. Numbers-wise, position-wise. I'll take a look at it, give it a shot. Time is on the side of Carolina, looking for their first win of the season. Inside handoff to Chuba Hubbard, and he will break it up the middle and move the chains again. Never going down on the first tackle. Chuba Hubbard having himself quite the day. Tom Brady has 4 punts in his career. Leg punts, that is true. Back when Bill Belichick just got a little bit crafty on his plays. Good stuff, you know. 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. Raiders defense looking to force a turnover of their own, but Chuba Hubbard is out in space, pointing out blockers down the sideline, and a tackle made at the 39. And a touchdown here would be devastating. Morag saves what could have been a touchdown. Brutal. Unrelated, but Broughton is definitely not returning to LA. He will for 1 year. He'll be done after this. Run-heavy formation once again. Chuba Hubbard gets it inside carry, bouncing it left, running through Trayvon Morag up to the 36. Chuba Hubbard started to take over. For the Madden Fantasy, he's like a first-round guy. Yes, he really is. Him and Rashad White are like day 1 draft picks in this thing for no reason. Should be our final play of the 3rd quarter. Off the play action is Young. Down the middle he goes. Big hit is absorbed down the middle by Tommy Tremble. And that'll make it a 1st and 10 at the 25 when we come back from the break. Panthers 16 and Raiders 6. Arm punt is definitely a thing. It's not popular, but it exists. 25 yards away from the end zone and potentially a win. Pass down the middle is caught, but the wrong direction for Leggett. Or so we thought. He turns it upfield and turns a really bad loss into something positive. That could have been bad, but it ends up succeeding. Most accurate, it's the most fourth most downloaded offseason roster. Did not know that. There you go. Wow. Nice catch and run there for the rookie. Could have been a loss. Turns into a gain of 3 now. Bryce Young stepping right. Here comes Max Crosby, and he's got a sack. When the Raiders needed it most, he delivers. A lot of people's favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year in 2024. We're lobbing up a 3rd and long, deep in your own territory. It's low risk, high reward, as it could be completed or PI too. Don't forget about that. But it works just the same as a punt. 3rd and 13, and Carolina will hand it off to Chuba Hubbard. Left side, got some room to run, breaking a tackle, but taken down at the 21. And the Raiders will remain alive with the better tackle. That was clutch. But Chuba Hubbard continues to feast, and Eddie Pinheiro will do the same. And the man of the hour, Eddie Pinheiro, back on the field. His 4th field goal attempt today. A 38-yarder is going to turn into a fake, and this one is going to fail for Carolina. What is the coaching staff doing? An awful time to fake a field goal, and the Raiders will feast off of that one. Marcus Epps with the tackle. They were ready through and through. That might go down as the worst play. That might be like as bad as the Colts fake punt against the Patriots. What in the world? Wow. Well then, I don't even know what just happened. That is insanity. Haven't seen that before. Not a fake field goal run. We've seen a fake field goal pass, but what in the world? Unreal. Will the Raiders see some momentum on the Panther mistake? That is the question that will be answered on this drive. Man in motion. Gardner Minshew will hand it off to Zamir White, and he is taken down for a loss of a yard. Jadeveon Clowney and Shy Tuttle combining for the TFL. Al Michaels and MSG. Gotta be. That was not a very good play, that's for sure. 8 minutes left in regulation. The Raiders need a touchdown and a field goal in no particular order. On a delayed blitz, Minshew launching one deep down the middle, incomplete. Holy cow, that's a lot of contact from Troy Hill. But the officials not reaching for their pockets. And Raiders fans are going to start to get frustrated very quick. So weird watching in your time zone. How deep are you into the time zone, though? Because the sun is going to set at a very weird time for you, I'm sure. Going to be very different. Vegas now on 3rd down and 11. 5-man rush coming. Screen passes out there to Labe. He got one blocker, but he can't get around the second tackler. And the Raiders drive will come to a close once again. Michael Gallup is wide receiver 3. I mean, he rotates in. Not every receiver is going to be on the field 24/7. While the Panthers' mistake ends up in a 3-and-out as Cole is on for the punt. He will get this one away. Another extremely good punt, returnable from the 15 by Emet Merced. Carolina takes over at the 23. Unlikely that it'll ever happen. It'll happen. Trust me, it'll happen. They have to. LeBron's first season, or his last season, will be Bronny's first. Or second, I should say. It's going to be a crazy time. That's for sure. Panthers do not end up paying the price. Their defense forcing a 3-and-out. Young down the middle into spaces. Deontay Johnson, the former Pittsburgh Steeler. And Bryce Young is dishing right now. Yeah, safe to say AOC will probably start next week. Don't think he was the problem. Now that I said what? Gallup is a starter? Yeah, he'll definitely be wide receiver 3. Trey Tucker? Yeah, I think so. Another good toss for Bryce Young on his 20th completion this afternoon. Inside handoff to Chuba Hubbard again. He has been feasting 99 yards on 18 carries. And the game's only touchdown. best part about Canadian football, they have 21 regular season weeks. Really? That sounds like CTE waiting to happen. But that's interesting. 6:15 left in regulation. Raiders needing a turnover desperately. Young's pass right sideline incomplete. It's headed for Adam Thielen. Worst game you've seen today? I can't blame you. This is probably the worst that I've seen two teams playing this sim. Been some ugly football, that's for sure. First coach fired this season? Good question. Raiders defense trying to make another stop on 3rd and 6. High snap taken by Young. Pass left side is short and incomplete. And the Raiders get another stop. He'll be a better coach than half of the coaches in the league. I mean, I don't know. Not every player coach turns out to be good. Actually, more times than not, they turn out to be pretty not good. Johnny Hecker on for the punt. Assuming Carolina doesn't try anything special here, they will get it back in a way. And a fair catch called for. This one's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. It's time now for the Raiders to lock it in. They need a touchdown or a field goal at the minimum on this drive. Yeah, McDermott, that's a good call. I was going to say him or Sean Payton. Dennis Allen still a coach? I think so. Brian Dable, that's a possibility. Raiders get the football back with 6:01 left in regulation. Now they need a score. Minshew's right side pass is caught by Adams, staying on his feet, getting a block downfield inside the 40. Gain of 21. Man, if he ran to the right there, he could have scored. Yeah, Sean Payton's cooked. Dable was a good, he did win Coach of the Year. He went through a lot last season. But him and Stefanski went through the same thing, and Kevin succeeded a lot more. 23 passes today for Gardner Minshew. That one of his best so far today. Looking to keep it up. 5-man rush in the pocket, collapsing. Minshew loses the football, and it's scooped up by an offensive lineman. DJ Wonnum on the sack. Well, the Panthers are starting to get a little bit antsy. Dennis Allen's definitely a candidate. It's a possibility. We'll just have to watch. Raiders get saved by the offensive lineman midway through the fourth quarter. They keep possession. Once again, the Panthers blitz Minshew. Right side pass down the field is dropped. Incomplete. Michael Gallup couldn't secure it, and the zero blitzes today are working really good for Carolina. J.C. Horn on the pass breakup. He did miss the playoffs in the second year, that's true. That's when Baker got injured. Two receivers left and right of Gardner Minshew. On 3rd and 12, a 6-man rush, and Clowney in the backfield again. This isn't even Minshew's fault at this point. It's just the O-line. But it's getting hard to watch the 2016 first overall pick, dominating. And it is 4-down territory, 4th and 20. The Raiders need it now more than ever. 5-man rush again, Minshew. Stepping, throwing down the middle. Pass is caught. Game is alive. Jacoby Myers. Raiders maintain possession. But the Panthers, even on 4th and 20, they send 5. They don't care. They are confident in their man coverage abilities. EG Pro is going to take over and dominate. 4 minutes left now in regulation. Massive 4th down conversion. Panthers this time just going to bring 3. Pass down the middle to Bowers is caught. And a gain of 7. I don't know why you send 5 there. All right, then, Scribble. That's crazy work. But it's true. Raiders in the no huddle, down by 10 still. 3.5 left to go. 3-man rush again. Left side passes out there and caught by Bowers. 1st and 10. Able to move the chains. Sirianni on the hot seat? Yes, him and Mike McCarthy. The whole NFC East, obviously, there's going to be, I wouldn't say the whole NFC East. Aside from Washington, hot seats could get hot. Couple of first down catches for Brock Bowers today. Gardner Minshew throwing to left side again, checking it down in the flat. Zamir White, gain of 3 out of bounds with 3 minutes left. McDaniel's seat getting warm? I don't think so. He's only been there for 2 seasons, made the playoffs both years. Almost won a game with Skylar Thompson at quarterback and had to play in unplayable temperatures last year. 3 minutes left now in regulation. Zamir White getting out of bounds on that catch. Right side passes out there and incomplete. Bowers, the intended receiver. It'll be interesting to see if it's 4-down territory for Vegas. I think they should kick 3. We'll see. Robert Saleh is in the hot seat, yes. Sirianni's seat will get hot. It's not hot yet, but it will. Because I think the Eagles might suffer a little bit this season. Interesting to see what the Raiders have dialed up on 3rd and 7. Looking for the Panther 20. Minshew stepping right, throwing down the field. What a catch, Devontae Adams. Able to move inside the Panther red zone. And that's got to be taunting, but hey, at this point, he got called for OPI earlier. Let him talk. Let the man speak. That's a massive play, though. Couple of huge first down tosses on this drive from Gardner Minshew. Raiders looking for the end zone. Pass down the middle is caught on a gain of 2. Not a very efficient use of time for Michael Gallup. Mike McCarthy, the Cowboys don't make it far in the NFC Championship. Yeah, he could see his job gone up in flames, that's for sure. Could be our final play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play action, Minshew. Stepping into a left side throw, incomplete. And we'll have one more. Just to make the playoffs, Saleh filing to employment somewhere else, yeah. I don't think he'll even be fired. He might just step down. He's like, I'm done here, man. Everybody's getting hurt. Nobody plays good. I mean, yeah, I can't blame the man. Once again, it is 3rd and medium. 3rd and 8 at the Panthers 17. Minshew stepping to his right. And now launching to the end zone. Wide open for the touchdown is Trey Tucker. Couldn't have come at a bigger time. Raiders on the board. And there they go. No replay, though, because the 2-minute warning happened, unfortunately. That's a pretty big play, though. And Carlson is on for the extra point to make this game a field goal apart. With exactly 2 minutes left, the Raiders have all 3 timeouts, can get the football back. And if they can stop that man right there, Bryce Young and Chuba Hubbard, who is in the front of the camera flare. Very blurry. Actually, that's not Chuba Hubbard. Close enough. I would not onside here, no. I would not. Keep it a field goal game. Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy legend Trey Tucker. Not too far from Cuyahoga County, to be fair. And I'm sure that academy, CVCA actually, yeah, I'm not far at all. Carlson on for the kickoff. 2 minutes left to go in regulation. Carolina will take it 8. Good game. Yes, sir. Juice 31. Been pretty entertaining so far. Can't complain. OT would feed families. It really would. 2 minutes left to go to regulation. Chat if you're enjoying it. Drop a like. Sub if you're new. Streams, uploads every day. You know the drill by now. We are 5 or 6 weeks into this. Another one-possession game coming down to the wire. Carolina looking for a couple of first downs to secure their first win of the season, but Max Crosby in the backfield, a tackle for loss of 3. He simply wanted it more. Timeout taken by the Raiders. 2 seconds come off the clock. That's a big-time tackle for the big fella. I am also excited for Madden 25 and College Football 25. Both those games are going to feed families this summer. 3-yard loss on the play now. Chuba Hubbard back on the field. An inside handoff, bouncing it right side, and he is taken down after a gain of 2. Good luck, Santori. We hit 10 likes. Love to see it. Double digits, always feeling good. Kick College Football 25 on PC, that's true. Hey, it's going to feed streams. That'll be good enough. But it'll come down to this. Here we go. Panthers in a run-heavy formation on 3rd and 11. Looking for the first down to end it here. Handoff up the middle, Chuba Hubbard. And he is taken down by Naveen Diablo. And the Raiders take their final timeout. Minute 50 left. They will get the football back with a chance to tie or take the lead. I am a Buckeye fan, yeah. Not as big of a Buckeye fan as I am a Browns fan. I'm more of a Buckeye basketball guy, actually, believe it or not. That's more my style. Johnny Hecker on for the punt. And assuming this is recovered gracefully, the Raiders will have a chance to tie or take the lead. Return will be taken up the middle to the 34. And out comes Gardner Minshew. This is a legacy drive for that man. See if he can get it done in the waning moments of the Week 3 game for Vegas. 0-2 versus the 0-1 Panthers. One of these teams looking for a victory. Gardner Minshew in the 2-minute drill. No timeouts for the Raiders, looking for a field goal or a touchdown to win it. Starting with a left side pass to the sideline, incomplete. Nice coverage on the play there by Troy Hill. He has been all over the place today. Minshew magic time. Let's go. I don't even mind Michigan fans, to be honest with you. They've suffered enough. I understand. Minshew now 22 of 34 after the incompletion. Good coverage again from Troy Hill. Minshew going to fire down the middle, complete across midfield. Michael Gallup up to the Carolina 49-yard line, just about 7 or 8 yards away from comfortable Carlson range, and plenty of time on the clock for Vegas. Raiders going to remain in the no huddle, try to get up to the 39 at least for a Carlson field goal. But Minshew's left side pass looking for more, got a first down to Brock Bowers. UCLA basketball. Always love the Christmas Classic, you know, the Kentucky, UCLA, Ohio State. And who's the last team that I can't remember for the life of me right now? Kansas, yes. Now under a minute to go in regulation. Raiders have got to take care of their time. Minshew, right side passes out there, caught by Bowers up the sideline, and he will get tackled at the 22. Not out of bounds, though. USC football, UCLA basketball, fair enough. Raiders, don't mess this up. Please don't. Vegas staying in the no huddle. 20 seconds left. Got to be careful with the time winding down. Minshew stepping up in the pocket, dancing around, throwing down the field, incomplete. Bowers going to be special? I think so. As long as he's not used like Kyle Pitts, they should be in a good place. And here we go. Yeah, that's a good decision. Well, the Raiders not going to take any chances to get tackled in bounds, and the Panthers, well, ice the kicker. I'm glad they didn't mess this up. I'm cool that they're going to kick it here. Carlson now on for the game-tying field goal. A 39-yard attempt to potentially send us to overtime. It is up, and it is good. And the Raiders have tied it up at 16 apiece. Could we have our third overtime game in the span of a week? Well, we just released the highlight videos of the first one between the Texans and the Vikings. And Minnesota's impressive comeback. Still time, though, for Carolina. This could be a crucial kickoff return. 11 seconds, 2 timeouts. Bryce Young trying to work some second-year magic here for the Panthers. On for the kickoff is Daniel Carlson. And this will be a really short kick. Return will be taken from the 4. Under 10 seconds left, and a good return up the middle to the 27. But 6 seconds left. Craziest fans in the league got to be Eagles fans. Nobody can compare to Philadelphia fans. They're in their own bubble of, like, chaotic. But here we go. Could be our final play of regulation. Carolina keeps the ball on the ground, hand off to Chuba Hubbard down the middle, and a gain of 9, and they are going to take a timeout. They want a chance at a Hail Mary, and who can blame them? Should you use real NFL scoreboards for your highlight videos? That would take forever to edit. Not a bad idea, though. Yeah, they did come back in that game. Who was that? Yes, I agree. Yeah, they had a crazy fourth quarter comeback. 1 second left on the clock, and a chance for Bryce Young to work some second-year magic. The Raiders are going to rush 5 entire people. Young off his back foot down the middle, knocked down, incomplete, and we have overtime here in Vegas. There you see the stats, pretty even all around, except for the rushing yards going to Carolina by quite the large margin. And here we go. Third time this week, we have overtime, and the toss is going to be won by the Raiders. They will start with the football, which is crucial. A touchdown wins the game. 10 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock here in overtime. Who will secure a Week 3 victory? Everyone get your popcorn. So far this week with overtimes, in the, trying to think, both games that happened have been won by the team that got the ball first. Keep that in mind. Raiders start with a football to begin overtime. A touchdown wins it for them here. Good return up to the 23. Ever won the coin toss and elected to kick? Probably not. That would be dumb. What should I do, Scribble? I mean, it could happen in the future. Yes, I agree. Maybe in the playoffs, but definitely not regular season. Oh, yeah, I know that fake field goal. I was thinking about that, actually, when when Carlson was kicking the game-tying field goal. I had that in the back of my head. Niners made the right decision. I'll stand by that statement. Raiders outgained by 110 yards in regulation. But here we are in overtime, and they have the football with a handoff to Zamir White, left side, a gain of just a yard. R2 is going to run out. He didn't play it for overtime. J.C. Horn pick incoming. A pick six to end the game would be crazy. That would be chaotic. Possible, though. That's for sure. Zamir White not his best day on the ground. Just a gain of 1 on that carry. And a handoff to Labe up the middle. Got a little bit better blocking and a gain of 5 on his first carry. Panthers win on the extreme, but if Raiders win, you got a sex. Want to go to your first contact? Yeah, no. The cool thing about that ultimatum is I could just say no. Or I could just, yeah, I could do that. Why not? Why not? Minshew out of the empty on 3rd and 4. Panther defense looking for a massive stop here in OT. Minshew's left side pass is low, but caught by Devontae Adams. And the Raiders' drive continues. Dane Jackson with the tackle. But a nice run route by Devontae Adams. Raiders' drive stays alive with a catch from Adams. Wide receiver 1 here. Didn't necessarily plan to have Gardner Minshew at quarterback, but can't complain about the circumstances here. Right side passes out there to Bowers, gain of 10. Back-to-back first down receptions. What up, Aaron? Welcome. Raiders win, most likely. Calling now, keep your eyes on Luigi Villan. He is about to clutch up again, like how he did in week 1. When he got that game-tying sack at OT. True, he already has one today. 2 minutes gone by here in overtime. Minshew with a delayed handoff to White up the middle. Weaving through defenders, then hit hard at the 44. The best in the West. Trying to think who else is there. No more Keenan Allen, no more Mike Williams. No more Jerry Jeudy. Cortland Sutton's out there. Yeah, I would agree with that statement. 4-yard gain for Zamir White, who stands by himself in the backfield on a 2nd and 6. Minshew backpedaling, throwing down the middle, caught by Bowers. He has been a star so far today in week 3. And it continues, another first down catch. 123 yards receiving. Now, Chiefs receivers don't really exist. I mean, Rashee Rice is suspended right now, or in my semi is, so good enough. Situationally, a touchdown wins it here for the Raiders. So Minshew will be looking for the end zone. Left side pass again. There goes Bowers. His 10th catch today. Another Raider first down. Yeah, he's been feasting. Yeah, Chiefs wide receivers also historically not great. Getting ready to spit brain rot in your contact. That's crazy. That is wild. 6.5 left in overtime. Minshew and the Raiders on the cusp of the red zone once again. Pass down the middle, incomplete. Bowers once again, the intended receiver. Well, the hot hand is starting to get a little bit cooled off. Adams, Sutton, Rice, Hollywood Brown, Myers, or Josh. I forgot Hollywood is now a Kansas City Chief. Josh Palmer slept on. Minshew now with a bunch formation right, and Adams to his left. Looking for the game-winning throw here in overtime. Pass down the middle, same play, different result. Bowers, a gain of 8. That's huge. Can't disagree with yes, I agree. It's just the way it works here. That's how it is. Raiders in a run-heavy I formation on 3rd and 2. Zamir White gets the carry up the middle. He will not have the line to gain. 4th and 1 coming up. The Raiders have a choice to make. Oh, boy. Just like the Niners in the Super Bowl, what do you do on 4th and 1? We'll see what happens. Holy cow, they're going to do it. Well, we're in the gambling city of America for a reason. 4th and 1, the Raiders are going to go. Minshew from under center. Left side passes. Dropped by Bowers. No. Or it was Michael Mayer, sorry, who dropped the pass. And the Panthers will take over on downs. Josie Jewell forces it loose. Crucial stop by the Panther defense. Unbelievable. Wow. Unreal. I don't know. I might have gone for it there. I don't hate that call. I really don't hate it. From Antonio Pierce. Next score wins the game, and the Panthers looking to be the team that does just that. Starting this drive at their own 13. Young's pass left side, wide open. Looks like that is Legit. And it is with a gain of 15. Legit, whatever. Good enough. Could have taken 3, but I really don't mind the call. It was a good pass, to be fair. Just a drop. A mental mistake. Hindsight is 20/20, it's true. 5 minutes left in overtime. Carolina already has a tie in their column this season. In week 1 against the Saints, not looking for their second one. Young, deep left side pass. Coming back for it is Deontay Johnson. And the Panthers getting close to field goal range. 0-1 and 2 would be hilarious, man. When's the last time a team tied twice in a season? Washington was close a couple of seasons ago. I think it was 2 years ago, I remember that. Panthers taking care of the football well. Back-to-back first downs, handoff up the middle by Robert Spillane with a TFL to Chuba Hubbard. Man. Minshew can only rally his defense from the bench right now. 72 Giants, sounds about right. Colts were close in 2022, true. 4 minutes left now after the 2-yard loss for Chuba Hubbard. A pump fake for Bryce Young, who steps left and will throw that direction across midfield. It is caught up to the 47. And again, it's Chuba Hubbard. But perhaps the biggest play of the game coming up here on 3rd and 4. Completely made that up. I mean, that sounds believable. Yeah, the Colts are a missed field goal away from it, actually, I believe. Raiders fans as loud as they have been all afternoon. 3rd and 4. Young looking for the first down into field goal range. Nobody opening up now. Left side pass is down there, and it's caught by the rookie Xavier Legit. Huge conversion for Carolina. That was massive. Huge conversion for the Panthers. The Raiders defense cannot hang on for much longer. This will be a 50-yard attempt from the 33. And a left side handoff to Chuba Hubbard. And no gain on the play, but a penalty marker down. This is a crucial call, and it's coming back. Thought for a second it could have been a face mask, but a 10-yard penalty. And Carolina outside of field goal range again. This game is chaotic. Wow. Not the time for a holding penalty through the Panthers, but it will be 1st and 20 at the 43. Inside handoff to Chuba Hubbard with a gain of 2. And an injury for Vegas will stop the clock with 2:47. Robert Hunt. I know you know all about him. Yes, I agree. Dolphin legend. Rooting for the tie? Not today. Can't be doing that. Chuba Hubbard able to get 2 yards back after the holding penalty. Now 2nd and 18. Young off the play action. Stepping right, checking it down. Incomplete off the back of the helmet of Max Crosby. Couldn't get his head around in time. A tie would not feed anybody, let me tell you. What up, Colton Robert? In here for the dying embers of this one. Wow, how about this? Bryce Young out of the empty on 3rd and 18. Looking to throw the football. Right side passes out there and cut. On the sideline, it's the rookie into field goal range with an inside juke. Massive for Xavier Legette. Back-to-back catches that are significant in this one. And here we go. Raiders will ice the kicker. And here we go. Everybody take a breath. Eddie Pinheiro looking to be the hero. 46-yard attempt, not a gimme. Ask Jake Moody. Eddie Pinheiro 3 for 3 so far today, looking to make it 4 for 4 with a game winner in overtime. The kick is on the way and it is good. And the Carolina Panthers walk it off at Allegiant Stadium. Almost blocked. But what a way to end this one. Eddie Pinheiro wins it. In week 3, the Carolina Panthers have their first win of the season, improving to 1-1-1, and the Panthers make the Raiders fall to 0-3. Wow. Unbelievable. Raiders with the comeback in regulation. A 4th and 1 that is dropped by Michael Mayer ends up being the decisive play in this one. Carolina wins on a game-winning field goal. What a game. And tomorrow, by the way, will be a 9 o'clock stream between the Dolphins and Seahawks. Don't want to miss that one. Should be an electric game for the Miami offense. Appreciate all you guys tuning in a super long stream. We'll